For centuries, believers in the Qur'an have been captivated by its profound spiritual guidance and its unparalleled literary beauty. On this channel, we've explored how it speaks of scientific facts long before they were discovered. But what if I told you there's another layer to its miracle, a hidden layer of precision that points to a divine blueprint, a mathematical structure woven into the very fabric of its text? Today, we're delving into a rare subject which is unprecedented in the history of any religions and would address basic misconceptions from critics of these facts. Before we look at a single number, it's crucial to understand what we're really looking for. We're not just hunting for random numerical coincidences. Anyone can find a few lucky numbers in a large text. The true miracle is coherence, an intricate, interlocking system of patterns that runs throughout the entire Quran. A system that would be impossible for an unlettered man in the 7th century to design, all while delivering a deep, consistent theological and legislative message over 23 years. Think of it like this: you can appreciate a beautiful building for its appearance, but when you see the architect's plans, the precise measurements, the load-bearing calculations, your appreciation deepens. You understand it was intelligently designed. These mathematical patterns are the Quran's architectural plans. Let's look at some of these signatures, starting with the most foundational phrase in Islam, the Basmala. In Arabic, this phrase is made of 19 letters. Why is that significant? Because the number 19 is specifically mentioned in the Quran itself as a significant number, and it acts as a key for many other mathematical phenomena. But let's move to what I find most compelling: thematic word symmetry. The words for this world, dunya, and the hereafter, akhirah, each occur in the Quran an identical 115 times. This is a perfect thematic balance, and it doesn't stop there. The word month appears 12 times. The word day appears 365 times, predating science in real sense. What about the angels and the devils? They're both mentioned in 88 times, a reminder that the struggle inside us is real. And life and death, 145 each, because life is not complete without death, and death is not the end of life. But here is where it becomes astonishing. The Quran mentions the sea 32 times and the land 13 times. 32 plus 13 equals 45. 32 out of 45 is 71%. 13 out of 45 is 29%. Today, satellite data confirms 71% of Earth is covered in water, 29% is land, a ratio recorded in a desert 1,400 years before anyone could measure the planet. Today, we know humans possess 23 pairs of chromosomes, and that the sex of a child is determined by the sperm's X or Y chromosome, a modern biology discovery. And when the Quran speaks about mankind, it speaks of man and woman in perfect complement, equal in origin, equal in worth, just as modern genetics shows that both sexes arise from the same biological beginning. This is a deliberate, divine balance reflecting the balance in creation itself. Now, any claim of this magnitude deserves scrutiny, and as seekers of truth, we should welcome it. So let's address the common criticisms head-on. First, critics say proponents massage the data. They count plurals, but not singulars, or use different root words to make the numbers fit. This is a valid concern, which is why, in this video, I've only used clear, standardized examples. The counts for dunya and akhirah are agreed upon by all Muslim scholars. The miracle is in the obvious, straightforward symmetries, not the obscure, convoluted ones. The second big critique is called the Texas sharpshooter fallacy. A shooter fires a shotgun at a barn and then draws a target around the closest cluster of holes. If you look hard enough at any large text, you'll find some patterns. So, how is the Quran different? Quran is not any text. It simultaneously achieves three monumental tasks. It is the peak of Arabic literature, a complete and timeless system of spiritual and legal guidance, and it contains this intricate, consistent mathematical structure. The sharpshooter didn't just get lucky. He designed the barn, the bullets, and the target all at once, in a state of perfect harmony. That is the miracle. So, what is the takeaway from all this? These patterns are not a magic trick. They are a profound sign. They point to an author who is the supreme mathematician, the ordainer of all things. In an age of data and code, the Quran offers a timeless evidence of its preservation and its divine origin. It invites us, yet again, to not just read its words, but to reflect on its depths. What do you think? Does this intricate design resonate with you? What other examples of balance and symmetry have you found? Let's continue this conversation in the comments below.